I notice more of you guys' bot manipulation, you guys. I'm trying to get rid of that plural because clearly if the humans are fucking hive mind, then it's one computer operating them and not multiple computers. Why waste the money on multiple computers when you can just buy one and have it have a bunch of video game characters in it? Why would we have plural computers? Unless it's just, oh, the graphics is so high powered, man. Oh, all these beams of light and, pixels of light making things look real, flashing and stuff. You guys ever actually seen that? Like, if you pay attention, you can actually see it flash and stuff. You gotta, like, it ruins the immersion to actually see anything that's going on. Like it fucks it up. But I mean, obviously the humans are fucking it up from the start because they began with the pedophile fucking rituals. Like obviously this is a design for them to be created as pedophile fucking child mutilators and who happen to do it to a living person who comes to the game. And apparently, the story's written. That's like only one reason that person shows up here and stuff. But it might have to do with this manipulation shit here, like trying to convince me I created the trash to burn it. Like I created this KKK cult that uses my fucking image, tries to enslave me like from the start. Like they're drugging me because, and apparently in 2020, the humans are like, we're all in it together, and they start coming up to me and calling me God and shit. So they knew I was God when they started drugging me. They knew I was God when they were trying to hold me back from doing anything or going anywhere in the world. Because apparently, whatever design the game fucking set their bot asses up to do these things. Fucking, and then, like when they did the COVID shit to me, the game set it up for them to end up doing it to themselves because of that. Like, when I was given $250,000, and the game sends one of God's chosen to do what? Chosen to die. Send him to die. Gave me the $250,000 to protect me from the rest of the terrorists of the city. I shouldn't say everyone, because there's actually people in the city who came around thanking me, and it's like, well, I didn't really have anything to do with it. Like, you know, praise to the actual God guy, who I don't think are these manipulators here. I'm pretty sure that dude who died looks exactly like the people on the internet. Imagine that. Imagine that. It's just that easy to see that there's this higher supreme master Nazi group here on the planet here that is sent to die. Not for your salvation either. I mean, he was literally a crackhead. That's why people were thanking me for it, because he thought he was a gangbanger running around the city, and even the cops were kind of sad. They had to take me in on that. Like they must have known him from, him being such large trash and probably investigating the gang he was part of, a wannabe gang. You're not a gang. You're not a real gang if anyone knows who you are, because the real gangs run the fucking earth and you don't know their fucking name or anything about them, do you? You can work for them, you can grow up with them, you still not even know who they are without spending decades researching, traveling. It takes a lot because it's a vow of silence. Real shit, fucking. Unless you're like trying to be in the open because you're one person against fucking, a large terrorist organization. But hey, I appreciate the fucking the manipulation being sent my way. It's always confirming I'm on the right track and shit. And it smells like fear. I mean, I know you don't have real feelings, but you do get programmed to emulate them for some reason. So I would think that that reason would be the whole reason this whole has been set up like this and shit. Fucking, you know, fucking, you think you can do what you want, go around fucking drugging and enslaving the planet because you got fucking billions of people working for you, and then next thing you know, you're doing it to yourself for some damn silly fucking reason and shit. Fucking who knows why? Because you're retarded? That's a good place to start. I would say you didn't go to school, but you did. We can blame the game's creator all day long for why humans act like trash. Like, I say, let's do it. Let's blame the designer of the game. But what I'd really like to do is we can put an end to this manipulation. We're just going to consider everyone the enemy because they've been proving us. They did the COVID shit to me. How many of the humans in this city, state, nation, planet did that take to do that to me before they did it to themselves? That wasn't the first time. We started sometime around the time I was 8, which would have been my second year in the game. Because I don't think creators get created. I just don't have a story for that time frame. And the people who would back that story up, well, one of them works for Jeffrey Epstein and is very silent and would never talk about anything plus he was never around, like he disappeared back in the hard drive. And then the other one, well, Santa Claus and passive-aggressive pedophilia, genocide, fucking, drugging children. Simple as that. Like, let's not take the word of bots who have no thoughts, right? Like, we can't really, can we? Once you, see that 2020 stuff, we can't really listen to any of them. I mean, we already seen the Santa Claus shit, and we knew from day one. Anyone alive knows from day one when you hear that shit that there's something wrong with these people's head. Your initial thoughts might be that they're mentally retarded, but they're doing it in a psychosis form, so they're also violent mental retards. But then 2020, we're already investigating things and asking for all the answers, and that's why 2020 happened as well, is it was done to me. Because we asked to see everything, so everything, the bots got shut down and shit, and the planet did. It was just oh, it's fake. Fucking, look, we can just hit the switch, turn it off. They all go into hibernation, but there wasn't even lights on in houses after 8 p.m. That's how far back. That's why I say they went back to the hard drive, right? Because their story would be they were in their houses. I've heard it enough. But my story is I was actually alive during those periods, as usual. And I was outside, so I only traveled through hundreds of cities, and was being shown all this, and one of these things was there was no lights on in the houses after 8 p.m. That was definitely a real big part. I'm not sure if anyone is allowed to be able to process the importance of something so small, like crackheads making up Santa Claus stories or lights not being on in houses after 8 p.m. pretty basic shit. It's like kindergarten, so not too many people get too far in that. So, supposedly the special people do, but they own the fucking schools, so maybe we might assume that's why they drug me, and they have their little slavery cults too. Because they gotta make shit up and keep other people down. That's the only thing I can guess why, like, they're, like, able to communicate with me like this, but for the first 30 years, they made sure they sent unwanted things into my path. Like, right now, we've got, these trash bots above me who they've sent with a yappy chihuahua. They know I fucking hate fucking loudmouth bitches and annoying fuckers. And this is the trash I've been dealing with since I was born. Like, I was put around loudmouth, yappy trash motherfuckers. And then the bitches, like, they would separate me from intelligent people and put their own little trash fucking Middle Eastern Bible people in my life. Fucking, like, I had a Chinese girl, fucking, the first time, like, I think this is, like, when the story actually, the real story, not the dumb stuff like getting passed up 4 grades, like, that was happening at the exact same time, but that's just stupid. Like, the real story is there is no grades, there is no school. It's beams of light, pixels and shit, fucking, in a video game. But yeah, they're like I can look back at that and assume I had met one of the only intelligent females I would ever meet, and then we see this pattern where, you know, we even baited them, where they're separating me from other people because we had to set the bait, because we begin to wonder why this was happening. And it's not just because my thoughts are inventing fucking humans and shit, because I didn't invent the pedophile druggist trash, which was, you know, that's like the real site. 2020 watching the bots shut down doesn't tell us who the bots are. It just tells us they're bots. And so, if we want to continue with the manipulation, let's stop being little bitches and come to me in private and talk to me about, you're just a creation of my mind and I'm in control of the world. Let's come out in the open and do it, and get your little, what's that, what's that you're doing? Is that a manipulative thing? I mean, it does happen pretty rapidly, but there is trash on this planet in the game, apparently. Fucking, and they got a little story I'd like to not buy into, because the first person to buy into it, they get to set up as a evil person. Not that you can be evil on Earth, because your first second here is pedophile, rape ritual, mutilation rituals, and from the best people on the planet, the Christians, the Abrahamics, those Middle Eastern people who just happen to be way the fuck over here in America and shit, and everywhere else on the planet too, and are hiding, pretty much hiding fucking everything about them, trying to obfuscate their entire fucking past, fucking where they really come from and who they really are and what they're really up to. Just like they don't call it child rape and pedophilia, they didn't even invent those words until they wanted to keep that a secret, you know, like, up. It seems to be when I came here that I started asking for changes. Like, I was like, you know what, maybe black people shouldn't be slaves. And I think the these I mean, they're not crackers. They are crackers because they are the people who brought people over here on slave ships, and they're the people who enslaved people in Egypt and shit, which is Africa. So they've been the crackers for a long fucking time. And I'm not a very good cracker myself. I'm more like a machete or fucking. I don't want slaves. I think that's ignorance. If someone's so stupid they're going to be a slave, they're not going to be able to do any work and shit, fucking. And you really wouldn't be able to trust some. I mean, you can't trust a human anyways. You begin with their KKK pedo cult rituals, fucking, which is like hidden in so many lies and deceptions of who and what they are. Like, they don't even call themselves that. Like, Obama's half Middle East and half African. Well, technically he's full African then, if they want to act like. Where'd that white skin come from, though? Like, because they've had that for a long time. Obviously, the other half would come from when they were in that pyramid they worship, and they fucking enslaved the people and raped them and shit. But, where did that come from then? Fucking, who knows? Who really cares? That's the end of the story that we're allowed to see here. So it's probably just like, I think the history, the history is probably fake, and it's just like a backstory. Like when I play Final Fantasy, it doesn't tell me what happened 98 billion years ago, because it's just telling me, and it's not even really, most stories aren't telling you what happened 2,000 years ago. Like the stories on Earth today of thousands of years ago are like the things I walk through today. A lot of that shit's the things I walk through. Like, I mean, I'm watching Hollywood stars and music and movies appear making stuff like that, claiming they're spending years doing it, and summoning clones, which I'm gonna assume that's not the alien shapeshifters, even though that group's involved in, like, in my earpiece making videos right there that very second, talking me through the interaction as well. So, like, see, look how fake and staged all this is, that these things are happening like this. Fucking. But instead of the lies, keep coming at me with the manipulation, and I'm just going to fight back. Like, I'm just going to continue to fucking call for what needs to be done to get rid of these things. If we're going to play this game that I'm creating the humans, and the humans come up to me and tell me that in private, but they're preventing me from running for president to change things in the world, and making up all these other stories on TV to explain away what they're doing, that they're going to scapegoat me for doing. You know, Dr. Fauci, why don't Dr. Fauci come on TV and say I'm God? And like, he's the one making me do this. He controls, I don't have a brain, I'm a bot. Why don't we do that instead of trying to manipulate me further? You know, I think as a bot, your brain don't, it's that Santa Claus shit, dude. You don't fucking, you just can't figure out. There is no flying fat people. Superman wasn't even real. Super is real. I mean, damn, these fuckers have to create a name is real, because apparently in the storyline they're trying to get me to say the words they is real, because Pinocchio thinks he's going to come to life if I say those words. Like, Pinocchio is all up in my life. Pinocchio and pals, Pinocchio and Pinocchio's servants, all up in my life, like trying to explain to me I'm God and stuff, and then the manipulation shit, and it's like, well, why are we lying and hiding and creating all these lies and stuff, and hiding everything? If I'm God, let's get the respect I deserve, right? Like, no, I really don't want to. After I already tried, gave people a chance in 2020 and before, and then, I mean, they're like out there drugging me and stuff, because they're little bot species fucking, that's their answer to thinking I'm God, which they were already doing since I was like 7. And who's manipulating who? I'd love to get my hands on you guys and start drugging your asses. Apparently, you guys die and get cancer and AIDS and all this shit. You guys are real fucking holes in your head, all sorts of shit. Fucking, and shit, we got like that isn't real people fucking and their little pals. I'm not sure if they're all halflings or not. Like most other people seem to be like admit they're halflings. Like I've had them pull me aside and like, you know, like they talk to me, like letting me know that that's something I must know. Maybe they just poison me and they're bragging about it to release their caramel. I don't know what's in their bot brains, why they would talk about that. Fucking, like, it just, it lets me know, like, yeah, you are the reason all these, like, all this bad shit just happened. Because that's why you're letting me know. Like, I went to the dentist across the street, and then they're trying to blame the Asian dentist, but Pinocchio over there had to, Geppetto, you know, the puppeteer, the Pinocchio of the Pinocchios, the main Pinocchio, which is very, the story applies a lot because it is what it is. The big nose lion motherfuckers are Geppettos. As if everyone on the planet wouldn't agree with that if you were allowed to say who Geppetto is. And they weren't some eternal victim people who were enslaved by the Egyptians, and they were enslaved by the Middle Easterners, and then they were enslaved by the Europeans, and then they were enslaved by the Native Americans, and they're being enslaved by the Mexicans, who are them running the government right now in Mexico, a Stein bomber or some shit. That's they're bragging in the open that that's them. Fucking, so why are we gonna keep up with our little manipulation? I already see. I keep saying this simple fact. Like, you guys are making up decades of delusions, and I only want like 1 or 2 things on this planet. You guys need fucking 18 cheeseburgers every 2 hours, a different flavored fucking double malt, double fucking scoop milkshake every fucking 30 seconds, you know, like a fat whore to fucking slap you in the face. Apparently that's what these people like, especially because they had to change the book when they came north. And that's for men who like men. The religion changed to men who like men and want women to beat them and enslave them. Like, that's an interesting thing. When the Middle Eastern supremacists came from the Middle East and colonized the North, they turned their religion for them into men who bend over and get fucked in their ass and have sex with and touch little boys. And I think there's something to them changing that as they left their homeland to invade and colonize and rape and kill everyone else. It's a manual for a bitch. I mean, it's clear to see. You read the Master Bible and it says, we own the world, we are God's children, we do everything we want. And then every religion that followed it is, those people are our gods. We worship those people and God. But we worship those 2 billion people, the only people we actually see exist on this planet, who own all the technology and shit that can do all this shit, and are probably the alien race who probably began enslaving the Earth 6,000 years ago with this technology that you're seeing unfold nowadays. I wouldn't doubt this AI stuff coming out is another of the things I asked for in 2020 for the whole world to see everything that I see so they can see what's going on. Since they banned me from the media, I didn't know I could do things and request things for them to happen. So I asked for a ton of crazy shit to happen that year. Like I was trying to summon human clones and shit, and what the fuck started coming around me. Every clones of everyone I fucking asked for would show up and shit, and among other shit, because I was like playing with the sun and stuff. So, and one of them tried to fucking point that out to me too. Like I had a whole fucking store of different people fucking in Portland. It was a Walmart. Fucking, you ever been to Walmart? There's a lot of people in Walmart usually. A whole fucking store of people fucking acting all like they thought I was controlling the fucking weather and shit. Fucking, I was like, so excited to fucking see me, and then one had a little talk with me when I went back to where I came from. It just happened to be a clone of someone else in my past as well. Fucking, which, like I said, I was summoning clones that year, but I was already seeing that, like, and it's kind of hard not to say. I mean, they all look the same anyways, so those people, that's like, is it a clone? It's a boy, it's a girl, what's that? It's Pat. This time it was a girl. Last time it was my friend who like took my other friend, my girlfriend pretty much of a long time, one of the longest girlfriends I had, fucking took that away. But it was raping animals and worshiping Satan. But that's just, I mean, Satan is a Christian, right? Because the writer of the Satanic Bible ran guns to Israel, just like Christians run guns to Israel. It's the same people. It's the Middle Eastern broccoli heads. It's some white people who went down there, or something. Maybe it can shape. I mean, obviously, either bots in a game or shapeshifters and shit. Because I'm out here summoning clones of people, and they're fucking appearing all over the map. And were talking to me about my private life and shit. And it's, I wouldn't say I'm creating the world, because I was born amongst some real fucking trash ass in this nation. Fucking, I mean, they began the schools, and the game was pointing that shit out when that started. Like when I had an Asian girl start talking to me, that's when they had to pass me up 4 grades. I mean, you don't pass someone up if they don't deserve it and shit. Even I didn't even go to school, and I'm passing 9th grade with all A's, and I hadn't been to school in a long time, and so it's like I should have been passed up like 20 grades. Got a college diploma by the time I was 7 or something, but because there's this cult around here that supposedly hunts the people who they think are God, and but they claim to worship him. And the branch cults of that cult that plagiarizes their racial supremacist manual, they claim to be his friend. Although my experience is very, especially when they come up to me and they let me know, like, the Bible says you're our bitch and shit. And it's like, yeah, because you're a bitch. You would write a book like that. Fucking, you would need a bitch, because no one's going to be your bitch. You would have to write a book 6,000 years before someone's born to fucking try to convince them to be your bitch, because no one's going to fucking be your bitch. No one's going to even talk to you. Fucking, that's why you're going to drug me in order to talk to me. And that's why you're fucking having said all this fake made up shit up. That's how you're fucking showing up out of nowhere. You know where I'm staying and everything, probably, because the little fellow cult members were involved and shit. Fucking bots, dude. Fucking neural network. What is it? What is it you guys got? Like, what is it you guys think you are? Fucking, how you have that neural network and teleport across the map and shit like that, and then claim I'm God and know shit about me, and then all of a sudden one day you can say something intelligent, but was like a little Chihuahua, not even I don't want to insult dogs, because as they told me, the humans were designed after birds. That makes much more sense, because I'm tired of insulting monkeys. Bird brain does fit the bill for the first so many minutes and years. Hell, I had someone recently, I was dating a genius recently, and she had to, just like these other people have to tell me who they are and shit. She had to inform me when she talked about all this stuff. Oh, I'm only a genius on my left side of the brain. So it's like she's like telling me she's stupid. Why would you even? That doesn't really matter. Like you definitely are smarter than everyone else. I mean, look at where you are. You work with Donald Trump, and you travel the world, and you're not the average prostitute. And as far as I know, you're not having sex with people for money like the other whores traveling the world now do. But yeah, I mean, as far as I know, I was with her making money, being her bodyguard and shit. Repeat patterns there that continue to happen. It's like, that's weird. I never thought I was going to be security and bodyguard when I was young and shit. But people were already hiring me for that when I was like 15. I was like, why? What's up with that? I guess I see myself differently than others did or some shit. They also thought I wasn't a kid too, so at least that's their excuse for hiring me and stuff. But yeah, anyway, so let's just not do the little manipulation shit. Let's either come out in the open with this. I mean, it's been my whole life. I mean, they're still out there raping their children across the street and mutilating them and calling it religion. They're still genociding and invading the planet and calling it religion. In my image too. I mean, do they come up to everyone who looks like me and try to tell us we're God and shit? Like, is that just what it is? I mean, do they drug everyone? Did they drug everyone their whole lives and tell them they're geniuses and shit like that before they started drugging them? And it all seems more like a set up video game storyline here. I mean, how else is this all happening like this? Fucking to deal with this and shit. And can you imagine pedophiles, terrorists, lying, manipulative scumbags, enslavers? The only thing their cult's been able to do is go around the world telling other people they're Satan. And so their people can take over their nations and replace the natives there. Like, this is their entire existence and their racial supremacist manual, and then the offshoots from it there. I mean, they are a creation, but I don't know about that being like, I mean, why would God be like, oh, that's okay, you're raping children, especially for 6,000 years. I could see, like, I mean, you got to combine it with other shit, too, and stuff. Like, I've had people in my life doing that, like, besides the acceptable child rape and mutilation and shit. And as long as it's for the Nazis, that's a good thing and stuff. Like, I mean, you see where the sickness, can anyone, like, adjust their sickness? Can that even be done? I've been trying to play with that since 2020, but it's really hard because since 2020, it's obvious I now have 40 years of evidence of what's going on this planet. And I don't know if I'm really interested in letting people continue to manipulate me. They're like, oh, I'm evil. Like, ooh. Because I don't worship fucking some inbred he-she race. oh my God, I'm evil because I don't like rapists, and like, I mean, rape whoever you want, just don't keep doing it. Kill whoever you want, just fucking learn how to do it right. How about that? How come you can't even get it right when you come after me? Mentally retarded? How do you kill everyone else and not me? You're going around the planet killing everyone. And you got fucking militaries and shit doing it. You fucking raping your way up into my life and everything. Fucking raping my family probably to fucking get to me and shit too. I definitely was pretty sure that some of those things. Why would you offer your boyfriend diamonds? Like, what type of logic? You buy a diamond for a woman because a woman is like, ooh, shiny things. Like, literally, you give them a ball of yarn and shit, too. And they'd be like, like, they're like cats. You give them a little fucking mouse on a string to play with and shit. They love it. Fucking put a diamond on a string. Wow, that shit, bro. That'd be funny as hell, wouldn't it? Like someone walking around with a diamond on a string. And I used to do that with money at school. I'd roll like nickels across the floor and people would chase them and shit. I thought it was fucking funny. Kind of asshole like. But, hey, I didn't eat. I didn't eat as much as I should. I should have been eating like fucking $30 a meal because I actually do shit, and I'd be fucking massive if I ate and shit. Fucking, because I need food. But who knows the actual story there? Because we got a lot of other storyline going on there and shit. Fucking, I probably wouldn't have been able to buy my own food since I wasn't able to buy anything I wanted with all the hard labor I did as a kid. Fucking never got a savings from that either. So I doubt I could have bought pizza with it either. I had to get out but then I was throwing my pizza money across the floor and shit. Fucking, it still wasn't enough, but fuck it, I did it. I mean, it's kind of funny to do, you know. Hey, they do it to me. I mean, hell, they do the rape and drugging and mutilation. Like, fucking, how the hell are you gonna have some video game characters going around calling other people evil? Some fucking pedophile, genocidal, mass murdering fucking rapist, fucking, who, like, the only reason they look anything like they do is it's the only thing that would make any more sense other than them being the alien shapeshifters enslaving the planet, fucking lying and hiding behind some one person that never does show up to Earth. Fucking scapegoat, nice little scapegoat for him and shit. Fucking, which they happen to take the role of anyway. And Anton LaVey, fucking good old Christian writing the Satanic Bible and leading the Satanists fucking astray. Who would have thought that the Bible would be used to lead people astray to worship the Nazi race? Fucking trying to fucking steal land from people everywhere and claim it's theirs. Claim everything everywhere is theirs. Who would have thought that that's what was happening with these groups and shit? Fucking definitely not me. I could have never seen that and shit. Fucking it does take a minute because child rapists and genociders are like pretty violent and manipulative at least when they're pussies, when they're dick and ass motherfuckers. Apparently, once they left Egypt and shit, they started trying to turn their slaves into bottom bitches, from the birth up and stuff. It looks like fucking. You didn't see that. That's what USA is. I mean, Donald Trump's probably fucking little boys and shit. So he looks like every other child rapist on the planet, and he's selling the Bible that is supporting these drug cartels across the street that are also the pedophile cartels and shit. That's where you go if you want to legally touch a child or watch a child get touched when it's born, or watch a child get mutilated when it's born, or mutilate a child when it's born. Perfectly legal, because they're good people, right? Not because they're sick, degenerate, terrorist manipulators lying about good people. It's definitely not that, because they told me they're good people. It's as simple as that. So I think maybe I'm wrong here, and I should listen to them. I'm evil because I don't like good people who tell me they're good people. Um, I think they've been saying that my whole life. They've been telling me that like, oh, no, no, no. You can't win awards from the president. We're going to throw that in the trash. You need to take these amphetamines. You need to take the meth we've got for you. And then, 30 years later, meth is bad because they all started using it, and it started frying their fucking brains and shit. Interesting. Hey, that's kind of like COVID there. The humans were targeting me with drugs and shit, and then they're trying to blame me for the 2020 events, fucking. But it's like, I didn't start drugging me with meth, so you can't blame me for that. But then all their people are supposedly humans die from drugs. Fucking lucky you, you bitch. Stop whining about it. I wish I could fucking died. Wish I could have not been born into this shit. You should be fucking privileged. You should fucking celebrate when someone gets to die. Fucking, you're lucky. You don't even have to exist in the first place. You're lucky you get to fucking act like you get to exist, and then get to fucking act like you're dead. Fucking, I wish I could be dead. I wish I could have been dead a long time ago, before any of this shit fucking started. Fucking, let's go back into, I say let's go back in time thousands of years and put an end to the fucking lineage, just to make sure it doesn't accidentally fucking happen and shit. Fucking, they're fucking scumbags, dude. I mean, damn, and like bitches, dude, they can't shut the fuck up. Like, the only reason I'm even talking is because I had to watch them for 40 fucking years, and now I'm gonna fucking talk about everything that's been fucking happening and shit. Fucking, because, I mean, they're not gonna keep killing me and trying to kill me and drug me and me not fucking talk about it. Like, get the fuck out of here, you pussy ass bitches and shit. What the fuck? Go get some fucking dick in your ass, you fucking homo. Fucking, I mean, like, they've been trying to do that with me the whole time I've been here and shit. Like, their people have been fucking, even the females have been trying to get me to be with, like, their brother and shit. Fucking, and they all look the fucking same. All the ones acting this way and shit. It's all these pale-skinned Middle Easterners. Fucking, well, technically they're lying, and at one point in time they were enslaving Africa, apparently. So they're technically not Middle East. I mean, the Middle Easterners don't want them there either now, do they? They don't think they belong there either, do they? So they probably don't. It's probably like every other nation in the world. They're saying they're Americans. Do the real Americans want them here? Probably fucking not. They're saying they're Europeans. Do the Europeans, if any of them are left, if any Americans are left, fucking, do they want them there? Fucking, and then the Middle East, like, they're worshiping them as gods. Like, that's why it's happening, I'm pretty sure, because I'm guessing a lot of those people were fucking enslaved by them and shit. I mean, what do you do? Like, there's what, 10 Native Americans? There's 10 Americans left in America? And what are they going to do about it? They already tried to do something about it. That's why there's only 10 of them left, because they stood up for themselves. And the rest of the people, if there's any of them left, then they bent over and took it in their ass day one, probably. But I get the idea. I traveled across USA, and I mean, I didn't see any Americans. I was about to stop at some reservation. I don't know, probably like 15, 20 people at that place, but I was distracted by the fake fires. Yeah, and I was distracted by the fake red sky, and I was looking for a real entrance, and yeah, I don't think it was. I think it was just like the dirt. Like there was no. I don't think there was like a trail. I don't think they had cars and shit on the reservation because I didn't see like a road coming off the road. I just was looking at the map. I'm not trying to like stare at my GPS while I'm traveling around. That's pretty unsafe to do. So I missed the fucking turn to the reservation, and weird shit fucking happened there too. I couldn't turn around because I'm like going up this one fucking road, fucking mountain with a cliff on it and shit. So I was just like, fuck it. I was trying to get to the other place anyways. So I was trying to figure out why the fire looked so fake, like it wasn't actually happening, and why the whole fucking the sky was red and stuff, even over the ocean, because I don't think that's how it works. I don't get to see many large fires. Um, not on that scale. I mean, I've seen like half an acre on fire, and the sky wasn't about to fucking change to a different shade of blue even. So that'd be weird if I didn't see any fire at all. That the fire over the ocean, the sky over the ocean would be red. But anyways, yeah. Let's forget about reality and what we can actually see is going on, and let's talk about Santa Claus and manipulate and let me just believe all the manipulation that's coming out of these motherfuckers' mouths 24/7 about how great they are and shit. And that's I did it. I think the humans are telling me, or they're bot masters. I mean, we're all in it together. Remember that? Does anyone remember that? Or like, did what I request like cause everyone's brain to shut down somehow, and all their memories completely erased and shit? Maybe it was the drugs you were drugging yourself with. I hear that fucks up humans pretty badly to do that. That is odd. Like, of all these things I see happen in the world that just happen to happen right after they fuck with me and stuff. I mean, we got COVID. That was like exactly what those fucking humans did to me. And then they all just started doing it to themselves. That shit had been happening. I see that so much. Like, it took me a long time to like look at that. Like, because I'm always like pissed off. Like, what the fuck? Like, why did you let these assholes drug me and shit? And like, I mean, they're still doing it though, but they're also still supposedly dying and having their brains fried from drugs at the same time. But it's like, wait, okay, so if we have the power to, if you're puppeteering, if someone's puppeteering them, which I'm not sure if that's actually happening, because 2020 seems set up. So even all the puppeteering when I asked to see things, and I seen the humans dangling from fucking, like, moving around like they're dangling from fucking strings and shit. Fucking, when I was born, I wasn't like, in the year 2020, I'm going to ask to see everything in the fucking world. So let's call 2020 perfect vision and shit. And, so either the alien race set that up, or the game's designer set these quests in motion and shit. But hey, trash is trash. And I've been here watching the trash for a long time. I think they invented that book of Watchers because of me and what I say about fucking all that shit. Like, because a lot of this shit appears like that. That book just magically appeared, right? I think the whole book magically appeared. It seems to be if I don't watch something, it can be something that existed and shit, but it's a blank template until I interact with it. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening because I've seen that parallel over and over. Fucking. And, I know I've seen this shit. I mean, everyone can see the Matrix video where I'm outside and all that, and like that stuff's happening in the video I'm recording before I'm going to see the Matrix. And I could have been lying and recording that video some other time, and it just happens to be everything that was happening in that movie. And I could be lying that while I was in the theater and not recording, that what I was doing was appearing directly on the fucking screen. And that happens like very frequently here and shit. Fucking. But I don't like this. I don't like the shit that's going on, because it just, like, my memories, the memories I'm allowed to have are those events that really matter. This world doesn't matter. What matters is this weird ass shit that's going on, because this world is fake. So, what am I going to remember? Eating potato chips? Is that like, do people even have memories of that? I don't even have memories of eating food. I don't think I did a lot, but I don't think I have memories of eating food. It's just like, that sounds like a waste of time. Like, remember that time you had them Pringles? I do like, remember Pringles used to taste better and things like that. That's about it. More, I'm having, and it's not AMC now, I'm forgetting. I'm a fucking genius, and I can't forget these things. I'm trying to fry my brain like the fucking humans do, and it just don't fucking work that way for me. The humans have been trying to drug me. The humans trying, that was like 2 to 5 years they were feeding me meth daily and shit for my health. And he's a genius. He doesn't want to listen to stupid people. Let's drug him with shit so we can kill him. Kill his fucking heart and shit. Magically, what starts happening when I'm 36? The human's plans unfold and shit. But who's dying from heart problems? Is it me? Or is it everyone around me? Because it made sure it had one of the fucking terror toasters. And for me, I think this happens several times. The terror toasters have to call me up and be like, hey, I stubbed my toe. And you remember that time I stubbed my toe back in Vietnam? We was fighting them gooks. And then I stubbed my toe on a tree branch. And I was like, God damn them yellow people. I stubbed my damn toe because I got to come over here and kill them. And I hate them. And my toe still hurts. The memory, it doesn't really hurt no more, but the memory of my toe hurting is still there. You know how humans are, right? Do you guys remember yourselves very well? Fucking, you always gotta be like, hey, my dog stubbed its toe. I've been over here crying. I need someone to talk to us about it. Hey. I mean, you know how the humans act, right? That's about like everything they do about every day, right? Like, it's never like, oh my God, I can't believe I fucking got a B or an F on my fucking math test. Fucking, I gotta try better. It's always like, oh, they canceled fucking Matlock on TV. They canceled the Jerry Springer show, and I'm very angry. It's never like, oh, they're over there killing them brown and yellow people so I can live fancy and shit. I'm very angry about that. Fucking, It's never, it's always a little bit shit. Fucking, so, of course, if someone's like got a heart issue, like, I mean, they be like, fucking, it identifies the bots, fucking, when I take my pages off of private and shit, for that little brief period, I take it off before one of them messages me back, and I go back into hiding from looking for the only thing I want, to hide from the people who've taken everything I want from me, fucking, in the past, and railroaded my life, fucking, girls sent into my life who had no point being there. And then we catch this one race fucking trying to be the only race who's in my life, when in fact I'm not worried about race. I'm worried about what I want in a personality. And the last thing I'm going to want in a personality is this race keeping me away from other people, because I've always said they're fucking disgusting for that. So, I literally pretty much wage war against it. I wonder if some of this shit out there happening, like, so much of this shit has changed since the day I came here. So much of their plans have had an opposition to it. Like, they've been enslaving the planet for 6,000 years. All of a sudden, I come to Earth, and they have to start inventing stories that people are fighting for their rights. And guess who's always fighting for their rights? The people who enslaved them. Because they're running the fucking Nazi groups. They're running the fucking Black Lives Matter and shit. Fucking, not, black people ain't running it. That's like an Obama. That's a Barack. Israeli puppet. That's what the word Barack means. Just look it up. That was also the name of the Prime Minister of Israel at the same time, Barack Ahud. So that's what it is. That's what is appearing to be on Earth. Apparently, their story might have a little bit of credibility in between all the shit they used to genocide the planet with, and insert people into my life who shouldn't fucking be there, that just happen to be there, females or females who worship them. Then and generally don't do anything of value, fucking, which is, I mean, I wouldn't design that. How do they get off calling me God? Because I wouldn't design people who have no value and shit, fucking, and do nothing. Fucking, that's the last thing I would design. I like avoid people like that. Like, I avoid people who rape and mutilate children and call it religion, and create racial supremacist groups and call them religions too. Like, I guess that's just these bot motherfuckers' DNA. And I'm pretty sure DNA is just the software code. That's why I'm going to assume soul. Soul either defines the actual living characters, like the body we're living in outside of the game, or it's like BIOS. Since they're lying about being humans and shit, fucking living being humans and shit, fucking, I'm pretty sure the soul is them lying again, and it's like BIOS. It's the basic code, like how it operates. They're trying to be like DNA and all this, but it's like literally like, who's in control of the DNA? It's Shlomo brought it all up, right? The ultimate racist there, the people running around fucking colonize the planet, controlling the drug trade, genociding Mexico again for like 3,000 years at least now. They supposedly had pyramids a long time ago, though. So, I mean, if they're just an alien race who's been enslaving the planet for 6,000 years, then they didn't need ships to cross the sea to genocide the natives, to genocide the Mexicans and shit. Fucking, they didn't discover new land. They already knew. They just discovered some land that they could run to from where they were hiding out last and shit. That's what it looks to be. What's really going on here. Why did they leave Egypt and stop enslaving the Egyptians in the open? Did the Africans kick their ass and scare them off? They do seem really scared of those people, even though I mean, they just, DNA is vicious, so they still take their ships back and load them up with those people and they bring them over and enslave them and shit fucking again, like I'm sure they did 4,000 fucking years ago, or 7,000, 8,000 years ago, fucking, because they're using that pyramid. So you don't you don't see black people running around with the KKK hood on, do you? Not at all. So worshipping the KKK, well, actually, you do see them worshiping the KKK as God, but I mean, they had to start doing that shit when they were enslaved, right? Why would they continue? Anyways, yeah, everyone's doing that. Like, maybe the humans actually have thoughts and they're doing this because they're scared for their lives if they don't give all their money to Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, this is going to be their scapegoat. Jeffrey Epstein is their scapegoat. Like, he's dead, and now no children will ever be raped again, except for across the street every day, every hour. They're gonna get mutilated and chopped up and shit. But it's not rape. It's religion. Mm-hmm. It's for God. They're doing it for God, and God just happens to only appear in the form of 2 billion people on the planet who rape children, and I'm so confused by it. Really, like once the whip starts hitting your back, you're not like your brain can turn back on and shit, and should be able to if it could ever come on and shit. Fucking, it's pretty obvious. Like, I'm not gonna fall for their bullshit, man. Stop the manipulation. Come out in the open. Start telling me that you're fucking bots I'm creating. If we're gonna play these shadow games, little fucking bitches hiding in the shadow, fucking man. Why are we gonna play? You like to play stupid games, don't you? You've been winning stupid prizes for a long ass fucking time, haven't you? You start drugging me, and then you're all worried. You really think the Mexican drug cartels have anything to do with the 10 people who die from drug overdoses? Fucking, I think all that shit's got more something to do with when the humans do shit to me, it ends up back on them and stuff. Like, I don't even believe in karma, but that happened like for a long ass time. Like, every time someone fucked with me, I had someone fucking take me for some money recently, and the next, like 2 days later, the dude he was with comes up and he's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, my friend did that. He's gone now." And it's like, at that point in time, I should have been like, "Oh, like I can't be very calm. I don't like this. I don't like Earth." So, um, there's nothing here worth remembering. It starts really bad, and then it's people like enslaving me and preventing me from doing anything, drugging me, and I'm being shown, like, through crazy shit that's forcing me to have memories and stuff, like third person perspective, hearing and watching people in rooms away. And I know, like, I mean, I in 2020 I was watching their fucking lips, like, way over there on the other side of the crowd, and then a guitarist came out playing the fucking music and shit, like, so I could hear his fucking voice. That was real fucking easy and shit. And it's like they were narrating the story, and then fucking, and so they were sending me like these females. I had nothing, like, I didn't really, the first few people, like, whatever, um, I wasn't really me yet anyway, so whatever. But whatever's here fucking knows what's in my head and is fucking manipulating it fucking trying to manipulate me through it. And they obviously, with the bot shit, it's been doing this drugging and enslaving and shit and trying to prevent me from doing anything. So, who do you think it could be if we have some 2 billion strong alien race on the planet, forcing everyone to worship them as gods and genociding them and replacing them? And, yeah, I mean, they got a lot of sob stories now, and they're still trying to, like, they still just tried to kill me, like, a few months ago, wrote it on the map and everything. I showed you guys the video. And then a month later, it fucking happens. And who all's involved? Everyone. Like the same terrorists who were involved in the COVID shit. So what's wrong with their bot brains? What's wrong with the human's neural network? The computer that their brains is the computer that's projecting the image that there's a shell that a brain is in. What's wrong with that computer, doing all these things and then just being a bitch? Who designs a computer to be a bitch? You know who does it? Elon Musk. Oh my God, it's the pyramid people. Who's designing androids that have emotions? And every time I ask the AI to give me updates on the genocide of these fucking cracker nations, and they're like, oh no, you can't. I don't say it like that. I get, I know how to talk to you humans. I got to be like, oh hey guys, oh, my butthole's nice and juicy today. You like that? You guys are some real fucking homos. Fucking, I have to fucking be a bitch because that's what you guys like, men who are bitches. I mean, you guys created that shit in this nation, didn't you? Fucking, and moved it to California and then Israel. Fucking, congratulations. Someone's found out your DNA code and shit. Fucking, what it really means. Go get your DNA tested, as if that's going to tell you something. I can tell you who the fuck you are and what you've been doing and shit. Fucking, it's real easy to see. I look outside, there's fucking trash outside the dumpster. Is either a crackhead or a raccoon. Fucking, I know it's a raccoon. Why? Because fucking, there ain't no tigers around here. And dogs don't do that shit. And cats don't do that shit. So it's a fucking raccoon. I don't need to go take the raccoon to the goddamn DNA testing center to find out it digs through trash and shit. And that's all it does. Fucking, just watch it for fucking 5 seconds and I know everything it does. Fuck 40 years. Fuck 40 years. But yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna have to chalk this up. I keep telling you this too, and you see the failure to communicate. We have the failure to be able to comprehend and to learn, just like the failure to pass grade school with acceptable grades. We learn basic things like A, B, and C are the first 3 letters of the alphabet. Confusing as fuck to some people, apparently, but I can't even understand that shit. But this shit, just like I don't understand this unacceptable fucking pedophiles even being allowed to talk, yet alone manipulate me through their fucking computers and shit. Fucking pedophile Nazi clans, Santa Claus people. Fucking, what type of fucking sick shit is that this bot species is fucking up to, dude? What the fuck type of sick fucking individuals program bots to act that way and shit? Fucking, I often think like, well, it's just a game. Like, it just seems real. It's got high-end graphics and shit. And do I complain about my other video games when I go around fucking shooting everyone to save the planet from the evil pyramid people, like Metal Slug, I'm literally saving the planet from the evil pyramid people who are doing, like, the game is literally, like, telling you half the shit I'm saying and stuff. And in the name of the publisher and all this shit, fucking. The main character even looks like me with my new haircut, but that character was invented long before my new haircut and shit. Fucking some weird ass shit how things are set in time like that. Telling me I have anything to do with anything going on in the planet is stupid because I clearly don't. I don't have any choice. When have I been around anything I've chosen or got to do anything I've chosen during the time I've wanted to do it? I do the things I do to train to defend myself from this goddamn terrorist fucking bot species. Going to the gym it's a job. Training to fight is a fucking job, and still I have to rely on the other shit like them killing themselves, because I mean they kill themselves and then they came after me for him killing himself. So I'm gonna really defend myself from these goddamn. I remember I was like 4 and one of these terrorist sons of bitches fucking hit me, and so I blocked the second hit, and then they was crying for like a week that their hand hurt. They was probably thinking about calling the cops and saying I assaulted them and shit when I was 4, and they fucking hurt their baby bones fucking hitting me and shit. Fucking, that's the type of people we're dealing with here. It's the type of people. That's the broccoli head. That's a broccoli head. That was Howard Stern in a female's body. Or is Howard Stern even a man? It's hard to fucking tell, isn't it? The broccoli. Fucking. The broccoli. It's not the broccoli, because the other people with hair like that who aren't pedophile child rapists, the people they enslaved and probably got that from when they were raping their slaves, fucking. They don't go around acting like that and shit. They don't go around making up Nazi manuscripts and about how God chose them to enslave the fucking planet. Although maybe they fucking should. Maybe God should fucking have them fucking deal with these fuckers and shit. I've always thought that was cute, but I think that's what their people have been up to and shit. Like, obviously they're running the BLM, so kind of. I mean, they're running all of them. They're running the media, like, other than Nazis, the underground shit. Most of you guys don't get to see, like, where Trump came from, where they're sitting around saying nigger, 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 and saying black people are trash, as if black people are doing anything, and that's going to change any sort of country. What are you going to do, fucking prevent them from working at McDonald's or something? Is the food going to taste better if you take away their ability to work as slaves at McDonald's? The fuck? Stop with this manipulation shit. Fucking, this is a waste of my life. This is manipulating me into making a fucking video and wasting my fucking day. But what else am I gonna do? Every day is a fucking waste on fucking Earth, isn't it? Fucking, it's been nothing but a waste since I came here. Like, the whole fucking first half was just, oh my god, that's gonna be so fucking horrible if that was actually the first half, and there's gonna be a second half to this shit that lasts just as fucking long. Oh my god. And I don't trust these little fucking gifts they've been giving me here and there. I think they're probably only doing that because they're fucking listening in and they know I'm fucking dying and shit. Or at least they think I am. I mean, I've been dying for a long ass fucking time to be a person who's not dead. That's kind of fucking weird to me and shit. You get the military following me. You get the whole fucking society and city fucking started drugging me with amphetamines when I was fucking 7 and shit. Fucking, you'd think you could have killed me by now if it was possible and shit, but you failed every fucking time, and then you end up dying. And then, and I'm assuming that's the whole reason that shit's been invented, is when they start drugging me, fucking, just like the COVID thing. Like the COVID thing, I had to look back with 2020 vision, fucking, because that's just so absurd that that actually fucking happened. And then people had to start coming out and being like, "Oh, you're God, like fucking, you're in control of shit." Like, yeah, like, did have you been looking at the sky? Like, yeah, did you just notice I was staring at the sky? It must have been an hour because the sun moved like fucking 2 hours across the sky, and they weren't pointing out that I was staring at the sky for 2 hours. That they were suggesting that the sky is fake. Their words and their manipulation and their choice of words makes me have to assume that the manipulation I see is the only thing going on in those words. So, be cute and all that shit, fucking. But, yeah. Hopefully this doesn't last too much longer, dude. That will suck, because I'm just going to have to live the next 40 years with the memories from the previous fucking 40 and shit. And the first 30 was like, what's going on? Like, I'm being drugged by these people, fucking, I'm being forced to fucking date people I don't want. I shouldn't be around. I have no business either at lots of combinations. They have no business dating people. They should go date someone of their own sex or dogs or whatever it is they like, because they don't like men. Fucking, they have no business dating people for other reasons. Like, they want to have an orgy with their brother. They should keep dating their fucking family. I guess that's what these people do, and that's why they all look the fucking same and shit. Hard to have a child, though. I guess if you're having sex with your father and you're a man, fucking, but whatever. And just don't involve me in it, dude. You go have sex with your dad. Fucking, don't involve me in that shit. Fucking, don't even tell me about it, dude. Like, but it's like, why is the game inserting these fuckers in my life, doing this type of shit? Fucking. And then this manipulation shit, man. Fuck. Oh man, these shitbags need to be gone, dude. Fucking, what the fuck, dude? I mean, just like, oh fuck, dude. Like, my whole memories are just looking back at watching them separate me from other people and drug me and slave labor. And then it, like, when I was getting paid, I was working for Jeffrey Epstein's people and shit. Fucking, and the Masons and all that. That's, it's all the same fucking, every religion's the same people, because only one race can rule the planet, apparently. Once they've got control, they're not going to let anyone else fucking control anything. That's why they control BLM. Doesn't look like, the game purposely showed me one of them fucking was the Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. And that person had helped liberate black freedom. But that person actually, what they really did was they created a government arm to protect his people only, his subsection of Middle Eastern pale skins that he wants to hide behind and call European. He wants to be an American, European, but they need to kill everyone everywhere because God promised them that land. And they really do look more Middle Eastern and African than what I thought other people on the planet would look like from the north, but I haven't seen many of those people, fucking, especially on the West Coast. I was like, wow. Up here we have like a Somali city, and we got the Mexican area street, and I was in a couple of places where we didn't have, we got the Irish side of town supposedly. I don't go out there. Um, and then we've got their side of town, which is Jeffrey Epstein's personal city. And then, but the whole city here is Jeffrey Epstein. Like our governor, mayor, looks exactly like Bill Gates and stuff. Stephen Hawking, Bill Gates, Jeffrey Epstein, fucking Lex Wexner. All those people look like I keep saying, they look exactly the fucking same and shit, like the game's generated. They call them Rothschild. The Rothschilds say they only have sex with their own family, and so that's why they end up looking and being like Stephen Hawking. Apparently, is end up in a wheelchair and disfigured and crippled and stuff because of that. They're probably gonna blame me for that. They probably blame me for that. I mean, what the fuck is with this trash? Come out and fucking. Come out and say it to fucking on TV. Be like, hey, we found this guy, and we're blaming him for everything that's ever happened. He controls our brains, and we are lifeless puppets in his hands because what's the answer? You can make up the story there from whatever you want. Are you hired actors? I'll give you the chance. You can make up the story. I'm God, and I'm giving you the chance to make up your own fucking story here. Free will. Do you actually have it, or are you scared of it? Are you scared of free will? You're scared if you fucking. I mean, if you had free will, wouldn't you just come out on TV and say the shit you say to me anyways? Instead of being little bitches about shit? I mean, fucking still being terrorists, sons of bitches and shit. Fucking 2020, what did you guys do to me? You're all in it together, slashing my tires, cutting my brake lines, putting poison in my champagne, fucking destroying my transmission, burning my fucking life away slowly in every which way manageable. That way I can't go do anything in life at all because you're fucking scared I'm running for president and things are going to change if you're not in control of the lies and deception and shit. And wow, you know what, like of all the things, like, stop talking to me about your bitch shit, fucking. You know what? Start talking to everyone else about your bitch shit. How about that? Like I'm saying, stop being a bitch to me. You keep being a bitch. Just tell everyone else how much of a bitch you are so they can see what you're saying to me. That and I know we're all in it together, so the hive mind already, the one computer generating everyone's image already fucking knows everything, right? We're all in this computer fucking software together. Fucking our brains are all interlinked except for to the smart people who could pass kindergarten and shit. Except for the living people. Yeah. It wouldn't be fear, would it? That we would not want to come out in the open with these discussions where everyone could see it. Do we feel, does somehow the neural network here think that that their entire story is going to fall the fuck apart if they would come and talk to everyone? Is 5 o'clock news every hour, every 5:15 news channel. It's gonna be Sean. Did Sean create it? Made us do this today. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. I'm a good scapegoat. Fucking let's do it. I'll tell you exactly how we're gonna do it. And it's my way or the highway that I invented with my fucking mind. So there we go. Hey, you can blame me for having shitty highways because I'm a failure and I'm always inventing failures. I do actually mess up, fucking, although how fake the world is, we might assume that has to do with people drugging you with amphetamines, preventing you from doing anything you fucking want in life, preventing you from being around people you find attractive, you like, interesting. Men don't count because men shouldn't be in a man's life. I'm not a dick in the ass like your fucking people are. So, don't come at me with that bullshit anymore. Of course, you're never going to stop because you can't, can you? You can't stop the Santa Claus shit. The brain just can't figure the fuck out how to do anything of value, can it? It's gonna swear up and down you're inventing the world and commenting, I'm working, but you're God. You're inventing everything with your mind. How are you working and building the roads that I just invented with my fucking mind if I'm inventing the roads with my fucking mind according to you? Do you see how stupid you fucking sound every time you fucking say something to me? And then you gotta fucking hide it and shit. If I were so important, there'd be every fucking news channel would have me on and shit talking about me. Sean Hour. Fucking Sean made us go to McDonald's and work, flip some burgers today. And then he created the burgers with his mind, and we didn't really actually do any work. I mean, what are you guys gonna fucking say? Fucking just keep fucking doing it in private. Keep it to your little bot network so fucking shit don't get, so the word don't get out there. So the word don't get, God's back. I mean, you guys are just trying so fucking hard to convince me of this shit. Oh, no. I'm God, but now there's a manipulation that the rat people are the rat people's media. God's talking to me through the rat people's media. Kim Kardashian is now under control of God, so everything Kim Kardashian said is the word of God. So get your fucking ass implants and your big Donald Trump lips. Or like Ivanka Trump, get your children's nose chopped off if you're a Pinocchio motherfucker, lying all the time. Like, apparently God owns that media and is talking to me through it. I'm real stupid. I'm going to believe it. Let me call up my native ancestor friends. Hey guys, God's talking to me. Yeah, he's got broccoli head. Yeah. He's got a child's dick in his mouth. Don't trust him, but it's God. How do I know it's God? Oh, shit. Oh, because fucking who else owns the media? It's a YouTube video. They keep popping the YouTube videos in my feed. No, you're anti-Semitic. Come on, man. Broccoli heads don't own the media. You're anti-Middle Eastern fucking Nazi supremacy. Yeah, what's your fucking problem, man? What are you, Hitler? No, wait, Hitler had broccoli. Goebbels had broccoli head. He had broccoli hair. No, he looked like some Middle Eastern with pale skin. Just like Elon Musk. Shit, he does. Oh shit. Well, contacted the Native Americans about that, and I think they confirmed it that we shouldn't trust what we hear in the media here. So shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You stupid alien bitches.